Good morning. Gracie and I are headed out to feed cows, but I thought before we ran to the barn, I'd show you really quickly how we started her helping get her harness on. And let's do that. Okay, good girl. So, I have my Gracie dog. Here, play. Put her up for just a sec. I have my Gracie dog, I have my treats, I have my clicker. I have a couple of things. Somewhere, unbeknownst to me at the time, I have a couple of dive rings, like little kid dive rings from the dollar store. So I actually started her with. But anything that's circular will do. This is actually my hangout cable. It doesn't have to be the harness. This holds open nicely, so it'll be easy for her to poke her head through. And then I have her little rough wear harness as well, and if I just dangle it, you can see it stays open pretty well. So we'll use these two things this morning, and we'll see what she thinks of it. Clicker and item are in one hand, treats are at the other. Item goes away, good girl. Present, dog looks at it, I click, I feed. Item moves away. Present, dog looks at it, I click, and I feed. Item goes away. Present, dog looks at it, I click, I feed. And not until after I feed does the item go away. It's going away for several reasons. Yes, okay, load up. It's going away for several reasons. It's going away first so I can represent it, and the movement of it is going to draw the dog's attention. Second, I don't want her to ignore it. So if it just stayed out there the whole time, she's likely to ignore it. And we don't want that. We want her engaging with it. So this worked pretty well. She's putting her head through, so I'm clicking, looking, poking her nose in, and then we're gonna click waiting and putting through. You see, at first I was feeding my treats here. As soon as she decided to put her nose in, I could feed my treats here and encourage more and more behavior. Release. Over here. Now she doesn't really want to get her head out of it, which is just fine. I'm just trying to move her. Good. See, I hovered and she's staring at the food. Release. With her, I'm going to wait a little more. I want her nose poking through, not just trying to push the clicker. Release. So at some point, they're really going to be jamming their heads towards it, and that's when we can keep the item there, so we can encourage more behavior, which is keep your head in type behaviors. So, hi, thank you. If my hand hovers at all, that's all Gracie can see. So, and I don't care if she's going in this backwards at the moment, because we're not putting it on. So she's a little slow, she's a little pausey, so I'm just gonna encourage with the movement of the item. She dropped a cookie. It was all crumbled, but she did it, so. You see that lean forward on her part there? Trying different things, see what'll get that click. I'm gonna reset my hands and move it away. her head stayed there, so she got a second click. See how she's leaving her nose kind of in the opening now? Hey, girly. And then I can just slip it on if we are practicing for an actual thing. Give her a couple more treats. And we're good to go.